Smyth Forged, the results. The entire Smyth team built with the same embedded AI infrastructure we deliver for our customers, our SDK, CLI, and Studio, powered by our enterprise-class SRE kernel. You showed up in force this season. You brought ambition, weirdness, edge, and sometimes outright chaos. And honestly, that is the energy that makes this competition worth running. What you built ranges from games to research tools to things we could ship to paying customers tomorrow. Some of you submitted ambitious drafts. Some of you submitted full products. And a few of you created work so polished, we had to check the products twice to make sure it met the marketing material hype. Today, we highlight the 5 entries that rose above the rest. These projects earned their place by solving real problems, showing real creativity, or delivering an experience that sticks with you after you walk away.
This season impressed me more than I expected. A lot of you stepped out of your comfort zones. Some experimented with new design languages. Some pushed SmythOS into corners that weren't even intended, but you made it work anyway. You did things that don't usually happen in hackathon speed environments. What stood out most was courage. Courage to try mechanics that might fail. Courage to build UI that felt personal. Courage to build something that wasn't safe or conventional. That matters.
And the diversity of ideas this season was wild. Games with surprising depth, productivity apps with real commercial promise, tools for creators, tools for teams, tools for people who just want their lives to be less annoying. Every angle you could hit, someone hit it. Some of the entries feel like prototypes, others feel like investor-ready products. Some made us laugh, some made us pause. But across the board, the level of execution jumped. You didn't just participate, you built. And that's why tonight matters.
Let's start with the project that took the #1 spot. This project is built around a surprisingly difficult human problem. People want to get things done, but they don't want to feel bad about falling behind. They need motivation without pressure, joy without guilt. And the builder nailed that dynamic. The interface is playful, light. The design language tells you immediately, you're doing great. It uses game mechanics in a way that doesn't feel manipulative. It feels encouraging. Everything about the app nudges you into momentum. And here's the real achievement. It feels emotionally calibrated. It rewards completion without punishing imperfection. That's rare. That's thoughtful design.
When I first saw the UI, my reaction was instant. This was built by someone who understands how humans behave when they're overwhelmed. The color palette is welcoming. The layout is intuitive. The animations are subtle but effective. This looks like something people would check every day because it makes them feel good, not because it nags them into action.
Most productivity tools either drown you in complexity or try to guilt trip you into doing more. This one flips that on its head. It gives you permission to be human and rewards you anyway. And the builder didn't just hint at delight, they executed it. Clean, polished, cohesive. You could ship this on the App Store as is. Let's take a look at the incredible marketing video.
I feel like I've been working so much lately. I deserve to treat myself.
Wait,
Huh?
haven't you said that for the 9th time this week? Just look.
Oops.
I'm not saying you shouldn't reward yourself, but maybe this time let's work wiser, using Wish Wisely.
Wish wisely?
Yep, it's a gamified productivity app that helps you track all your tasks and spend more intentionally.
Ooh, how?
Simple. First, you set your monthly
Okay.
budget. Then you add your tasks. Big, small, everything you do. Each task earns points based on effort, urgency, and impact.
Ooh, that
And your
sounds
wish list?
fair.
Add all the things you want. Then, this is the best part. You claim your points to unlock your wishlist items.
So I literally get rewarded for real effort.
Exactly. By tying every reward to real work, you get the thrill of treating yourself, with none of the guilt, and all of the
Yay!
fun. Track tasks, earn points, spend with zero guilt. Wish wisely.
Our first place project is
River with Wisher Wisely.
The second place entry lives in a space that's crowded, noisy, and often filled with questionable tools. Yet this project cut through all of that by delivering clarity. It takes chaotic financial data and transforms it into a structured research environment powered by AI. The interface is grounded. The insight generation is lean. It doesn't overwhelm you with charts for the sake of looking technical. It surfaces what matters, and it does it fast.
What stood out was the restraint. Anyone can pile on more numbers and more charts. This builder focused on precision instead. Everything is organized. Everything has a place. And the tool feels credible because of that discipline. It already looks like something traders use daily. And with a single breakthrough feature added, this could dominate its niche.
What impressed me was the level of situational awareness this tool delivers. Not generic dashboards, actual intelligence. Real-time monitoring across a huge set of pairs with signals that matter. Breakouts backed by volume, unusual activity, market shifts you would normally need multiple tabs to catch. And the AI layer cuts through noise from news feeds and extracts sentiment, relevance, and impact, so traders can tell instantly whether a headline is worth reacting to. The multi-time frame trend alignment is smart too. It gives you an immediate sense of market structure without digging through 6 separate charts. This isn't a toy interface. It's a serious research assistant that makes hard data feel accessible. One standout feature away from being a category-defining tool. Let's watch the video.
Our second place winner is Akib with CoinPulse.
This next project tackles a professional pain point that almost everyone faces, presenting your career in a way that actually does you justice. Not as a static resume, not as a plain text document, as a polished narrative portfolio that shows who you are and what you bring to the table. This tool takes whatever you have, a resume, a LinkedIn profile, fragments of your experience, and turns it into a structured professional portfolio in minutes. The AI doesn't just copy and paste. It interprets, it rewrites, it upgrades the tone and clarity. And then it hands you a fully editable document you can refine right in the browser.
The editing experience is surprisingly advanced for something built in this time frame. The DocX editor feels stable, intelligent, and intentional. You can rewrite sections with AI, restructure content, and customize professional templates without fighting the tool. And the authentication, export system, and overall architecture show discipline. You built a real product, not a thin demo. On top of that, tapping SmythOS to refine resume content and scrape LinkedIn when data was available shows you understand how to pair automation with user input in a way that feels seamless.
The strength of this project is the combination of ambition and restraint. You didn't try to reinvent professional branding from scratch. You built the tool people actually need. A fast portfolio generator powered by AI, backed by smart editing, and supported by export options that let professionals take their work anywhere. You also laid the groundwork for expansion. Career insights, recommendations, personalized portfolio templates. There's a whole ecosystem waiting if you choose to build it. Let's watch the video trailer.
Our third place winner is Zubair with Career Forge AI. Transform your resume into a professional portfolio in minutes.
The next project is unhinged in the best possible way. A prototype that doesn't just think outside the box, it dissolves the box, melts it down, and uses the scraps to assemble something that should not exist, yet insists on doing so loudly. This game starts with a simple premise. Combine creatures you have no business combining, but the moment you do, the world shifts. Suddenly, a raccoon fused with a shark squared off against an elephant something that probably shouldn't stand upright, but here we are. And the magic isn't the absurdity, it's the system behind it. The card mechanics, the turn-based structure, the strategy layered into chaos.
What impressed me was how effortlessly the game embraces unpredictability without becoming incoherent. Most prototypes struggle to balance creativity with structure. This one chooses chaos, but then organizes that chaos into something playable, something genuinely fun. The builder didn't just create characters, they created a universe generator, a living pipeline of strange combatants and odd narrative moments born from a single creative engine. And the humor is intentional. The tone is self-aware without being shallow. This is the kind of concept that gains a cult following if pushed further.
Here's what elevates it. The entire universe runs on SmythOS as a generative core, not as a side feature, as the beating heart. Every asset, every line of dialogue, every mutant creature is synthesized on demand. Infinite replayability isn't a marketing phrase here. It's a structural fact. You can play 100 rounds and never see the same monstrosity twice. A lot of games fake unpredictability. This one commits. Fully, boldly, recklessly. And it works. I'm pretty sure I got a high score too. Take that, Michael. Now, let's take a look at some of the screens.
Our fourth place winning project is Greg with MutaBrawl. Congratulations!
Now we reach the fifth and final slot. And this one requires context, because the judging here got heated. The margins were razor thin. Certain criteria pushed one direction, other criteria pulled another. We reviewed the scores multiple times. We argued the nuances. There were cases to be made for several entries. Technical ambition versus polish, originality versus usefulness, execution versus potential. It wasn't simple. And eventually, we reached an outcome no one predicted when we started. Fifth place is shared by two creators. One slot, two winners. They will split the prize.
Sharing the fifth place slot solves a very human social issue. People hate saying what they actually want as gifts. This tool removes the friction. A clean wishlist system, easy product search, a simple, intuitive interface for sharing hints without awkwardness. It's charming, it's direct, and it's easy to imagine real people using it immediately. This idea has commercial legs. Add personalization, add smart recommendations, add affiliate monetization. You've got a real business. And even with a few bugs, the foundation is strong. The UI is friendly and approachable. The concept is sustainable. This is one of those ideas that becomes obvious only after someone builds it. Let's take a look.
The first fifth place winner is Taylor with the incredible Hint List app. Congratulations!
The final winner of Smyth Forged Season 2, splitting the fifth spot, takes a very human pastime, arguing, and turns it into a structured spectacle. Imagine posing a genuinely debatable question and watching two AI personalities lock horns in a courtroom-style showdown. You ask a question. The system splits it into opposing viewpoints. And suddenly, two digital advocates step forward and begin trading blows through opening arguments, rebuttals, counterpoints, and final statements. It feels like a miniature legal drama playing out on demand. Let's take a look. The final winner of Smyth Forged Season 2, splitting the 5th spot, is Gamar, with Clash of Opinions.
Smyth Forged was definitely an exciting season. With many more entries who didn't win, please check it out.
As we come to the end of today's event, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to everyone who made Smyth Forge a success. To all our participants, thank you for your passion, creativity, and dedication. You showed us what innovation, hard work, and collaboration truly look like, and you raised the bar for what this event represents. To our winners, congratulations. Your efforts stood out, and your achievements are well-deserved. We hope this milestone motivates you to keep pushing boundaries and refining your craft. Most of all, thank you for being part of this growing community. This may be the closing of today's event, but it is only the beginning of what we can build together. We look forward to seeing you again in the next Smyth Forge.